Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Roktan's Playhouse. And um, I'm going to play Smite today for the first time, and I'm pretty much considering uh, discontinuing playing League of Legends altogether because the changes they've made for this preseason has left the game in such a broken mess of a state that the game is simply not fun to play anymore. There's so many things wrong with it. The turrets are a joke now. You can't they don't do enough damage. They and they're getting taken down way too quickly, and you can't use them as a form of protection from getting jumped on by everyone around you. If you can't stand next to the turret and expect it to protect you because the AI in the turrets is so horrible that they won't focus anyone attacking you. The new minion mechanic has made it so it's if one team gets a league, it can push easier. And if get an AFK in your team, well, that means you're fucked. There's a lot of new items. They've changed the ADCs now. Initially, what this was to rework the ADCs. It sounded good. Like they were trying to make ADCs a bit, you know, more different. Not necessarily more viable, but just to make them all seem different, so they're not, and make it so they're not all of them aren't always getting the same items. But no, they buff them, almost all of them. And the graves we work right now, there are people who have figured out how to play him so well in a quick short span of time that he's become overpowered, broken for those players. Right now, I played him. I found him to be awkward, but he can now jungle, and in jungle, he's especially broken. Mage, I haven't actually 100% experienced it myself yet, really, but mages have become near useless in mid lane. It's especially now if you go against like a Yasuo, because Yasuo, because of the item, it's not. They only buffed him slightly, from what I heard, but they made him so strong in terms of like the because of the item changes and the mastery changes. He he synergizes so well with them. He basically within two items just can like dominate the game and you can't do anything about it. He gets infinite sustain, and he can heal all his health back really, really quick. It's insane. Almost the same thing with Tryndamere. Uh, the only good mage right now is Brand, and I think there's in one other, but that's because they synergize really well with the new Keystone Mastery. They have these new thing called Keystones, called Death Fire Touch. Way too many champions now are sitting at a 54% win rate or better. Um, let's see what else. Yeah, in just it's they've made the game the game now can end within like 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes. Like if the game's not and the game will almost guaranteed end around the 20-minute mark now. You goodbye to say goodbye to most 30-minute, 40-minute matches. They just don't happen anymore. Either one team is stomping a lead, or every game one team starts to get a lead, and then they proceed to stomp. And once it's become it's become like Dominion, Dom, in the sense of once you get a league, the game, once one team gets a league, if you're the other team, you'll never stop losing. You can't stop the flow. They've pretty much removed the comeback. They've made it so there's no comeback mechanic at all. It's retarded. And that was the problem. That's the problem with Dominion. I went on that stupid rant about Dominion. I really didn't know what I was talking about for the most part. One thing I was correct on with Dominion is it doesn't have a comeback mechanic. Once you start losing, you don't stop losing. You may still it's not impossible to eke out a win in the end, but yeah, once you start losing, you're almost guaranteed to lose. And all the changes have actually transferred over to the other modes. Dominion's now even worse, and ARAM has also seen games snowball hard as well. Now, mind you, that game kind of revolved around a bit of a snowball type of thing, but at least at, at least that made sense. But and it wasn't this bad. The game is just so bad. It's such a bad state right now. And we're pretty much considering just quit playing, and that's why I'm about to play Smite, because um, me and my friend, he has Smite. I haven't played it yet. I need to play like the tutorials and stuff. If I end up enjoying this game, and he said he enjoyed it, the only problems he had is there's a couple champions that for some reason when they use their abilities it causes the frame rate to drop sink like a rock for him. Otherwise, he said he had fun. If I have fun, if I'm having fun with this game, I think we might switch until Riot fixes and gets their shit together and fixes League, because it's so broken. It's just a joke. I mean, the preseason the before with the jungle changes, it was pretty bad. And mostly it affected, but the thing is, it only affected junglers. Right now, the game is unplayable pretty much the game is just broken for everyone. Like, unless you're a super duper duper awesome champion like Yasuo or Tryndamere, like, good luck having fun. If you're not one of those super OP champs, yeah, good luck. And even if you are, there's still a chance chance that you'll end up uh, just not having fun because the games don't last long enough, and you're either stomping or getting stomped. It's neither here or there. There's nothing in the middle. There's no strategy anymore. It's become a game of team deathmatch with almost meaningless objectives, because all they provide is a mild annoyance at best. They're just there to get taken by the team by they're just there to get taken down, and they have served no other purpose there at all, it seems. But yeah, let's play some Smite. If the game will load. Ah, there we go. Now, for some reason you can't view any of these videos. I don't know. Whoa! At least I wasn't able to before.
Welcome to Smite, the
Oh,
battleground
these actually
of the
work
gods.
now.
This is a basic tutorial navigating the main lobby for players brand new to Smite. It should be especially helpful if you are also new to MOBA-type games. We'll cover more advanced topics in future tutorials. The Smite lobby is where you can learn more about the game and chat with friends while waiting for your match. Here is a quick overview of the lobby user interface. From the home screen, you can rotate through the most recently released gods and cosmetic skins, as well as special promotions going on. You can also see the current free god rotation from here. On the top of your screen are 6 tabs and a play button. Each tab offers various information about the game, your stats, and the gods. The profile menu shows a general overview of the gods and modes you play, as well as displaying achievements, ranked placement, and what you own in the game. To the left, you can see what accolades you've acquired, your match history, and how many worshippers your gods have. From the gods menu, welcome to Smite.
It's not working. It like shut me out of the dang thing. I don't get it. Let's just play. Taking forever to load. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. Whoever's watching, I apologize. Game's taking a bit to load. There we go. It is my first time actually loading up the actual game. I just loaded up before. I only loaded up the launcher. Of course I'm going to be Roktan. Who else would I be? Okay.
Welcome to the Smite tutorial. Your objective is to defeat the Titan in the enemy base. To do this, you will need to destroy the enemy's defenses. In Smite, you control gods and immortals, powerful beings capable of great destruction. Each has its own unique abilities and fighting style. In this tutorial, you will control Neith, the Egyptian weaver of fate. Now, let's practice navigation. Move to the waypoint near your Titan. Use the W, A, S, and D keys to move, and use the mouse to turn.
Settings are already pretty low, so just keep them that way.
Well done! Your next waypoint is outside of your base near your Phoenix. Move there now. Fantastic! You are now in the lane. Use the mouse to aim, and press the left mouse button to fire Neith's bow. Impressive! Each time you slay an enemy or destroy an objective, you gain experience or XP. Gain enough XP and you will level up, allowing you to unlock abilities. Press F1 to unlock Spirit Arrow, Neith's first ability. Great! Now use the Spirit Arrow ability to attack the minions. Spirit Arrow is a line attack that can strike multiple enemies within its highlighted area. Press 1 to bring up the targeter. With the targeter visible, press the left mouse button to fire. You've taken a lot of damage and need to replenish your health. You can do this by pressing the B key and quickly return to your fountain. Within the fountain, gods will rapidly gain health and restore their mana. Welcome home. Gold can be used to purchase items from your team's item store, but only while you are in your base fountain. Open the item store now by pressing I. This view is your recommended tab and shows items most likely to help you in your role. One of these items is Light Blade, which increases your damage and the speed of your basic attacks. Click on the item icon, then click the purchase button to buy it.
This is all
Great.
pretty familiar
You can
stuff
also purchase active
so far.
items. Active items can be used like abilities, but don't require mana. Click the icon to select Hand of the Gods, then click Purchase.
Using this item deals 480 damage and a 15-unit range to enemy minion or jungle monster. Targets only the one with the highest maximum health. And it can be upgraded to Wrath of the Gods, which makes it so it does it to 3 enemy monsters. And the item does 1,000 damage to jungle bosses. Subsequent effects from your team on the same target deal 50% damage. Fist of the Gods. Objectives and pets are always hit. Also, all enemies will be stunned.
Finally, let's buy a consumable item. Unlike active items, consumable items can only be used once. Select the healing potion, then click the purchase button to buy it. Very good. These items will help you in your battles. Remember, there are other views in the shop. Click on the All Items tab now to see. You can use this view to search for other active items or consumables. Now that you've collected your equipment, let's explore the jungle. The jungle is a term used for the paths on either side of the lane. While in the jungle, your visibility is reduced, and you can't see the enemies as far away. This is a jungle camp. Jungle camps provide powerful buffs to the gods who defeat them. Your active item, Hand of the Gods, will help you to quickly defeat this camp. Press F to bring up the targeter for Hand of the Gods. Press left mouse button to fire. When you defeat this camp, collect the buff that drops to the ground. Well done! That buff will help you do a lot more damage.
Where is the buff, though?
You've taken some damage. Press C to use a consumable health potion. Oh dear, it looks like one of your allies, Odin, is rushing the enemy tower. By attacking without support, Odin will surely fail. Be wary around towers, as they will come to the defense of friendly gods attacked under them. It's time to join the fight. Your tower is under attack from enemy minions. Go there now and defeat them. Now, push the fight to the end. Friendly minions are here to help. Stay behind them so they can take the brunt of the battle. Look out! The enemy god Emir has joined the fight. Enemy gods are a greater threat and are usually controlled by enemy players. You should defeat this god before moving on. Ahead is the enemy Phoenix, which can only be damaged by your basic attack. Once destroyed, all of your minions in this lane will spawn with upgraded weapons and deal more damage. Unlike towers, a Phoenix will eventually respawn. You are almost there. Storm into the enemy base and destroy their Titan to win. Congratulations! You have won your first game. Next, you should try some co-op games against non-player gods, or if truly brave, against other players.
Pretty familiar stuff. It's just in the first person. So. Okay.
Welcome to a 3v3 joust match. Your objective is to defeat the Titan in the enemy base. To do this, you will need to destroy the enemy's defenses. In this mode, you have 2 other allies to help you in your battle. However, the enemy also has 3 team members, so watch out. You can defeat jungle camps for buffs to help you defeat your opponents.
Let's see. Ross. I want to play. Let's see. Warrior, Hunter, Mage, Assassin, Guardian. I want to play Thor.
The Assassin class has incredible mobility and extremely high basic attack and ability damage. However, with limited range and poor defense, Assassins must rely on their movement abilities to dart in and out of combat very quickly.
One new.
The Warrior class is well-rounded and able to fulfill defensive, support, or offensive roles depending on the items they acquire. The Hunter class excels at long-range combat, dealing physical damage with strong basic attacks. Hunters rely on powerful items to augment their abilities, and must use their range and mobility to avoid taking direct damage when possible. The Mage class wields high damaging magical abilities at great range. Mages have exceptionally strong area of effect and support abilities, but are also the weakest defensively, and often have limited movement options.
The sun has risen once
You can
again.
rapidly heal, replenish mana, and buy items while your opponents found him.
Ra's first ability, Celestial Beam, damages anyone caught in its path. Ra's second ability, Divine Light, slows enemies within its radius. Enemies facing you when the ability ends take damage and are temporarily blinded. Use this to help line up enemies for Celestial Beam. Ra's third ability, Solar Blessing, allows you to heal allies and damage enemies within its radius. This effect continues to be applied as long as they are standing in it. To aid your allies more quickly, utilize Raw's passive, which allows you to gain movement speed every time you use an ability. Finally, Raw's ultimate, Searing Pain, channels all the power of the sun in an extreme blast of heat, doing damage to all enemies in its path. It has excellent range and can be used to snipe enemies who have escaped.
A hot item.
At least one phoenix must be slain before a titan can be attacked. Phoenixes will eventually respawn, but while they are down, the opposing team's minions become super minions and are much harder to defeat. Each phoenix destroyed reduces the titan's protections. Defeating the largest creature in this jungle camp will cause it to drop an attack speed buff. The attack speed buff increases your basic attack speed.
Bathe in the glow.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Towers must be destroyed in order to advance down a lane. Towers will always shoot at enemy minions first, unless a god friendly to the tower takes damage from an enemy god while under it. If this happens, the tower will shoot whoever is damaging its friendly god.
A hot item.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The heat bears down upon you. Release me, I command!
Jesus. Everybody who likes me.
In the jungle, your visibility range is reduced, and you will not be able to see enemies until you get close to them. You will find neutral buff camps in the jungle that continuously respawn and provide important bonuses to slaying.
Bright
Tower
idea!
is under attack.
This fails me. Bathe in the glow. The heat bears down upon you. Bring the pain. Bathe in the glow. The heat bears down upon you. Sunscreen need. The heat bears down upon you.
This is very interesting.
Bright idea!
An ally has been slain.
The heat bears down upon you. Bathe in the glow.
Slain an enemy.
Fuck you.
Bright idea!
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
The heat bears down upon you. Bathe in the glow.
It actually takes a while to take down that amount of power. Like, wow, it's like amazing how long it takes. That is a huge contrast to League.
Defeating the largest of the creatures in this jungle camp will cause it to drop a mana buff. The mana buff can be picked up by any member of your team for increased mana regeneration and a reduction of ability cooldowns for 2 minutes. This buff is good for any god or role.
Your middle tower is under attack.
A hot item.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Bathe in the glow.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm unstoppable!
Strength has failed me.
That cheering is just funny to me. Woo! Yeah!
Double kill. Deicide. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower. Coming slain an enemy.
Haha!
Deicide.
You have a large amount of gold available. Return to your team's fountain to purchase items that will aid you.
Oh, I see.
An ally has been slain.
Bright idea! Bright idea!
Your middle tower is under attack.
I see how it works. Okay.
Bears down upon you! Bathe in the glow. Bathe in the glow. Back to the grave! Bring it on.
Die, Hercules!
Bathe in the glow.
Die, Zeus's son! Fuck off! Die, Bow Lady! Goodbye, Boleti. Let's go back and see if we can get some. Aha, there we go.
A hot item.
An ally has been slain.
To the grave, hound.
Oh, nice. Gotcha. Double fucking kill.
Down you go!
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy phoenix.
Oh god.
You can slay. While waiting to respawn, you have earned as if you were in your team's fountain. Get out of this.
Oh, Artemis, get out of there. It's gonna get you. Okay.
A sun screen?
Oh dear God, that was horrible. Oh, I see. I thought that. Interesting.
Nice.
This is your Titan. If it falls, your team will lose the game. Your towers and Phoenix provide a line of defense against this happening, and should be defended at all costs. You should also push to destroy the
middle
enemy
tower
towers,
is under
so you
attack.
can slay their Titan first.
Your middle tower.
Back to the grave, hound.
My strength has failed me.
The heat bears down upon you.
I'm back here.
We're on fire.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy phoenix.
The heat bears down upon you. the brave! Get burned! An ally has been slain. Bathe the glow.
Double kill.
Oh, nice. Haha, fuck you. Oh shit! How did that happen? Whoa! How did they get me? And I don't get to be in the take down the Titan. No! It's Heroes of the Storm all over again. Ah, you fuckers! I wanted to be in on it. Yeah, that happened in Heroes of the Storm, where like I would be out, like doing like gaining buff, like jungle camp buffs and stuff, and not joining the rest of my team completing objectives, and then I turn around, oh, they pushed the other team's main objective, and I didn't get to be on it. Fuck. A ticket-based deathmatch, okay.
Arena is a casual 5 vs 5 team composition mode that features a single open coliseum map with side monster camps that provide powerful buffs. The objective? Reduce the enemy team's ticket score to 0 by defeating enemy gods and minions, or by pushing your own minions through the enemy portal.
Huh.
Welcome to the Smite Arena tutorial. Please select one of the provided gods.
One new.
The warrior class is well-rounded and able to fulfill defensive support. The guardian class is the anchor of any team. Tough and able to soak up damage, guardians also have the best selection of defensive and crowd control abilities. Their job is to initiate combat and protect their teammates during a fight.
Thor!
The assassin class has incredible mobility and...
Yeah, I'm playing Thor. What a fucking Mjolnir.
Sound the horn.
Thor!
Thor's first ability, Mjolnir's Attunement, throws his hammer forward and then recalls it to him. This damages enemies once on the way out, and again for double damage on the return trip. If you reactivate this ability while the hammer is out, you will teleport to the hammer's location. Thor's second ability, Tectonic Rift, causes a fissure to appear that stuns enemies on contact and can be used to block enemy movement. Thor's third ability, Berserker Barrage, damages enemies around you, while also granting immunity to knock-up effects.
That looks awesome.
Thor's passive, Warrior's Madness, grants additional physical power for each nearby enemy god. Finally, Thor's ultimate, Anvil of Dawn, leaps you into the air. You can then choose a target at a great distance to travel to, dealing damage and stunning any enemy in the area of impact. This is especially useful for surprise attacks and also escaping dangerous situations.
It's essentially like you're playing Thor from the Marvel Universe. It really is.
Welcome to the arena. In this map, 2 teams face off from bases on opposite ends of the arena. Players will fight in the middle of the arena in a brawling deathmatch, where your goal is to defeat enemy gods and their minions by reducing their team ticket count to 0. Average game time is around 18 minutes. Each team starts with 500 tickets, though in this tutorial we will be starting with 100. Killing an enemy player deducts 5 tickets from the enemy team. Killing an enemy minion deducts 1 ticket from the enemy team. Helping a friendly minion reach the portal on the enemy side of the map also deducts 1 ticket from the enemy team. Once your team has killed 10 enemy players, a juggernaut spawns for your team. Escorting him into the enemy portal deducts 15 tickets from the enemy team. In Arena, players start at level 3 with 1500 gold and have accelerated gold
so
and
like the
XP
ARM.
advancement.
Okay, except
As an
this one has
assassin, you can
buffs.
deal a lot of damage very quickly. You'll need to maximize your damage potential through items and focus that onto enemy mages and hunters in the battle. Pick off vulnerable targets and then retreat before the enemy can respond. The first thing you should do is purchase items. Press I to open the store and acquire your first recommended item. As an assassin, purchasing combat boots will start. Well done! The first task in the arena is to clear the creature buff camps, gaining powerful enhancements for your team in the early game. As an assassin, you'll want to acquire the damage buff for yourself. This will increase your ability and basic attack damage.
You can jump. Boingy, 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 boing, boingy, boing. I don't know what purpose it serves.
Fantastic! You should now return to the middle of the arena, where your minions are already clashing with the enemy. In Smite, you share gold and XP from helping to defeat enemy minions. The player that delivers the last hit will also gain additional gold. Defeat as many minions as you can to gain more XP and gold. Well done! You've acquired a lot of gold, and it's time to head back to base and purchase additional items from your recommended list. Complete your current item by purchasing its recommended Tier 3 rank. Congratulations, you are now level 5 and have access to your ultimate ability, which is very important for team fighting. As Thor, you can use your Anvil of Dawn ultimate to jump to the back of the enemy line and take down their mage or hunter. Now, try to defeat several enemy gods.
That ability is just fucking awesome, seriously. I'm liking Thor here. This is cool.
The heat bears down upon you.
Come back here. Ah, you fucker.
An ally has been slain.
Well done. It's time to fight back. Help your team push your minions into the enemy field. The extra points earned will help secure your victory.
A warrior's tool. Minions have reached your portal. Minions have reached your portal.
Outstanding! You've learned the basic rules of Arena, so let's finish this match. Reduce the enemy team's tickets to 0 to win.
That's just awesome. Thor is cool. Seriously, like playing fucking Thor from Marvel.
For Valhalla!
Okay.
One new.
The warrior class is well-rounded and able to fulfill defensive, support, or offensive roles depending on the items they acquire.
Kali Anubis. So bad. Mir, Thor, Ra.
Our deed shall be written in...
Guan Yu.
Guan Yu's first ability, Conviction, heals himself and allies around him. Healing friendly gods reduces all of your cooldowns. Guan Yu's passive, Painless, allows Guan Yu to gain force of will as he takes damage. Each instance of damage received increases the healing of Conviction. Guan Yu's second ability, Warrior's Will, dashes forward, dealing damage to enemies. Guan Yu's third ability, Tao Lu Assault, damages enemies in front of you and steals protections from them, giving the protections to Guan Yu. Finally, in Guan Yu's ultimate, Cavalry Charge, he leaps onto his horse to damage and slow surrounding enemies. You may attack multiple times. Upon dismounting, you stun enemy gods. Use Cavalry Charge to chase down enemies or get away from a risky situation.
That sounds awesome.
Excellent. The tool of a warrior. An ally has been slain.
Defeating the largest of the creatures in this jungle camp will cause it to drop a damage buff. The damage buff can be picked up by any member of your team for a 20% increase of power for 2 minutes, plus additional magical or physical power depending on your god. This buff is best for assassins and hunters.
The heat bears down upon you.
That will do well.
Oops, I didn't actually grab it. I'm a dumbass.
An enemy has been slain.
There we go. Going back!
Protection is always of use.
Minions have reached your portal. Killing spree. Minions have reached your portal.
Get out of this.
Slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Minions have reached your portal. Minions have reached your portal. Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. This is their slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
That one death sound is great.
An ally has been slain. Slain an enemy. An enemy has been
He bears down upon you.
Get out of this.
An ally has been slain.
That gives a whole bunch.
Not let you fall.
I'm fighting me! Something that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in regular League. No, you couldn't get away. Ah, shit. Couldn't catch her. They're pushing us. Okay, I need to get
Ally
back here.
has been slain. Slain an enemy. Minions have reached your fortress.
Fuck off! Get out of my house! Get out of my house!
Reached your fortress. Minions have reached your fortress. An enemy has been slain.
He just runs out of it. Man, fast.
That should
An enemy has been slain.
I wonder if there's any like cool little things we can do. Fuck you, me! Fuck you, other me.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Oh, fuck you! Get off! I'm just trying to recall. Leave me alone.
Protection is always of use.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, I already have that. Okay. No, I'm gonna get another offensive. So that's
Protection is
Minions have reached your fortress. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
double kill.
An enemy has been slain.
This rum is hard to come by. Killing spree.
I'm coming for it.
This is where strength
can't.
is. An enemy has been slain.
We win. Received. I received favor. I've received experience. All right. All right, that's it, I think. Well, this seems like this could be definitely quite a bit of fun. Well, now that I completed the tutorials, I can play with Allie once he gets on and we can play together. So I'm thinking I'm gonna end the stream there and maybe find something else to play. I'm gonna end the stream temporarily and then we're gonna switch